this lecture we will discuss problems related to derivatives of functions in parametric form and also important topics of second derivatives. Second derivatives. First, we take one problem. Derivative based on parametric equation x equal to e into bracket cos t plus log 10 t by 2 and y equal to a sin t. Question is obtain dy by dx. Solution. Now first you observe that x is given as function of t, x equal to a into bracket cos t plus log 10 t by 2. So x is a function of t. Similarly, y is a function of t. So using derivatives of parametric functions, dy by dx can be obtained by dy by dt upon dx by dt. So we use this formula to find dy by dx. So first we evaluate dx by dt. X is given, x equal to a into bracket cos t plus log 10 t by 2. So dx by dt, x is function of t. So a as it is constant, coefficient, derivative of cos t minus sin t, derivative of log 1 upon 10 t by 2 using d by dx of log x 1 upon x. So d by dt of log 10 t by 2 1 upon 10 t by 2 into by chain rule d by dt of 10 t by 2. You note that derivative is with respect to t. So derivative of cos t minus sin t, derivative of log 1 upon 10 t by 2 into by chain rule d by dt of 10 t by 2. Now let us simplify. A into bracket minus sin t plus, now here derivative of 10, it is sec square t by 2 upon 10 t by 2. Again you note that 10 of t by 2, so inside it is function of t. So again by chain rule d by dt of t by 2. So now a into bracket, let us simplify, minus sin t sec square, so it is 1 upon cos square t by 2. This derivative is 1 half, d by dt of t is 1, so 1 by 2 is constant. Now 10 t by 2 numerator, it is sin t by 2 upon cos t by 2. So we can cancel one cos t by 2. So now simplification is a into bracket minus sin t plus 1 upon 2 sine t by 2 cos t by 2. Again you are familiar with this formula, 2 sine t by 2 cos t by 2, it is sine t. So this is a into minus sine t plus 1 upon sine t. Again we take LCM. So this is a into 1 minus sine square t upon sine t. So this is a cos square t upon sine t and we put condition, since dx by dt it is in denominator, so we have to put condition not equal to 0. So always put this condition, since it is in denominator, so we put condition not equal to 0. We assume that it's defined on a proper domain, so it is not 0. Now y equal to a sin t, so dy by dt derivative of sin t, it is cos t, therefore dy by dx dy by dt upon dx by dt. So dy by dt it is a cos t upon a, this dy by dt a cos t upon dx by dt a cos square t upon sin t. So simplification, a cancel, 1 cos it will be cancelled, so it is sin t upon cos t, that is tan t. So dy by dx it is tan t. Thus dy by dx it is tan t. Next we take second example, x equal to a into bracket cos theta plus theta sin theta, y equal to a into bracket sin theta minus theta cos theta. Obtain dy by dx. So here you can observe that x is in terms of theta. So here theta is as a parameter. X is function of theta, y is function of theta. So one can evaluate dy by dx using dy by dx, it is dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. So let us evaluate dx by d theta and dy by d theta. Solution, x equal to a into bracket cos theta plus theta into sin theta. So we evaluate dx by d theta. A is constant, derivative of cos minus sin theta. Here we have to use product rule, u into v. So u into derivative of v. So theta into derivative of sine theta with respect to theta. Now sine theta as it is, derivative of theta with respect to theta, it is 1. So we have used product rule, u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. So again d by d theta of cos theta minus sin theta. Now use product rule, theta as it is, derivative of sin theta cos theta. Now sin theta as it is, derivative of theta with respect to theta 1. So plus minus cancel. So this is a into theta cos theta. Again we put important condition, it will be in the denominator, so not equal to 0. Now we evaluate dy by d theta. Y equal to a into bracket sin theta minus theta cos theta. So dy by d theta, a is constant, derivative of sin theta with respect to theta. Again here use product rule, u into v form. So u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of, so now minus theta as it is, derivative of cos theta, it is minus sin theta. So minus minus plus, so theta sin theta minus. Now cos theta as it is, derivative of theta with respect to theta, it is 1. So again you note that outside it is already we have minus d by d theta of theta into cos theta. So u into derivative of v, so minus sin theta plus cos theta, derivative of theta with respect to theta 1. So plus minus cancel. So this is a into theta sin theta. This is dy by d theta, a into theta sin theta. So now we can write dy by dx. So dy by dx equal to dy by d theta upon dx by d theta, dy by d theta, a into theta sin theta upon dx by d theta, a into theta cos theta. So simplification is tan theta. A cancel, theta theta cancels. So answer dy by dx sin theta upon cos theta, that is tan theta. Thus next one, x equal to under root a raised to sin inverse t, y equal to under root a raised to cos inverse t. Obtain dy by dx. Solution. There are so many methods to solve this one. One is dy by dx. X it is in terms of parameter t, y it is in terms of parameter t. So dy by dx can be obtained as dy by dt upon dx by dt, or alternate method is you can eliminate parameter t before differentiating. So that is also an alternate method. Say we have given x equal to under root a raised to sine inverse t, y equal to under root a raised to cos inverse t. So taking multiplication of the corresponding side, so xy equal to under root a raised to sine inverse t plus cos inverse t. So we have formula sine inverse t plus cos inverse t equal to pi by 2, trigonometric formula of inverse trigonometric function. So xy equal to a raised to pi by 2. So you can observe right hand side is constant. So here we will consider y is an implicit function of x. So differentiating with respect to x, we get right hand side product rule u into v form. So x into derivative of y dy by dx, y into derivative of x with respect to x1. X is independent while y is implicit function of x. Right hand side constant, so its derivative is 0. Now to get value for dy by dx, we get expression for dy by dx. So x into dy by dx equal to, transfer this term right hand side. Now get expression for dy by dx. So this is minus y by x. So answer is dy by dx equal to minus y by x. Now we discuss second order derivatives. Second order derivatives. Suppose y is function of x. If y is function of x, then we know dy by dx, it is f prime x. So derivative with respect to x. If f dash x is differentiable, if f dash x is differentiable, then again we can differentiate both sides with respect to x. So this is d by dx of dy by dx. This is called second order derivative of y with respect to x, and normally we denote this by d2y by dx2. So this denotes second derivative. This is not a square. You remember this one. It is not a square. So in short, if y is function of x, then first order derivative we can denote by dy by dx or y dash or y1 or f dash x. Equivalent notation. This is first order derivative of y with respect to x. So dy by dx, or you denote it by y dash or y prime or suffix y1, suffix 1 denotes first order derivative or f prime x. Now second order derivative is denoted by, here second order derivative, this we read d2y by dx2 or y double dash or y2. y2 means second derivative of y. So first obtain y1, again you differentiate with respect to x, you will get y2, or you can denote by f double dash x. So this is second order derivative of y with respect to x. So first you obtain dy by dx, again you differentiate, so you will get second order derivative. Now important thing is, you remember very important result. Suppose x is given as function of t, y is given as function of t. So dy by dx, it is dy by dt upon dx by dt. Say some function of t, we denote it by phi of t. Suppose this simplification, it will be a function of t, some function of t. So in this case, when you obtain second order derivative d2y by dx2, now this is d by dx of dy by dx, but this is d by dx of, inside dy by dx it is function of t, it is function of t, phi of t. Now inside function of t, so directly you can't differentiate with respect to x. So here you have to follow this one, since inside it is function of t, so first you differentiate with respect to t and use chain rule dt by dx. Inside it is function of t, so directly you can't differentiate with respect to x. So first you differentiate with respect to t, then dt by dx, and use this formula. Dt by dx can be written as 1 upon dx by dt. So here this is d by dt of phi of t upon dx by dt. So in the case of second order derivative for parametric functions, first you find out dy by dx, and if parameter is t, then first you differentiate with respect to t, then derivative of t with respect to x. But if parameter is theta, suppose x is function of theta, y is function of theta, so naturally dy by dx, it will be some function of theta. So in this case, when you obtain second derivative, this is d by dx of, here dy by dx, but this is as usual d by dx. Now inside it is function of theta. So now outside derivative it is with respect to x, inside it is function of theta. So directly we can differentiate. So here you have to use this formula. Since inside it is function of theta, so first differentiate with respect to theta. Say this is phi of theta. Then d theta by dx, and replace d theta by dx by 1 upon dx by d theta. So you can get second order derivative of y with respect to x. So finally this will be d by d theta of phi of theta upon dx by d theta. So second order derivative is nothing but simply you differentiate first time, again you differentiate second time, so you will get second order derivative. But second order derivative, it is not this important result. d2y by dx2, it is d by dx of dy by dx, but this is not true. d2y by dx2, it is not dy by dx square. Sometime for some function you can prove, but this is not true in general. So don't use this thing that d2y by dx2 second derivative, it is not a square of first derivative. First find out dy by dx and then you differentiate it with respect to x. So never use this formula. This type of relation is possible in some special function, but in general it is not true. Now let us take some problems based on second order derivatives. These are the basic things of second order derivatives. Instruction is find the second order derivative of the functions the following function. First one, x square so suppose we denote this function by y. Solution, let y, we denote this by y, let y equal to x square plus 3x. So now we have to obtain d2y by dx2, or you can also denote it by y double dash, or on the same time you can also denote it by y2. So second order derivative is nothing but first obtain first order derivative and then again you differentiate same thing with respect to x, so you will get second order derivative. So y equal to this one, so dy by dx, this is 2x plus 3, again differentiating with respect to x, so this is second order derivative d2y by dx. Second order derivative, first find out dy by dx, again you differentiate it with respect to x. So right hand side derivative of 2x, it is 2 constant, d by dx of x, it is 1 and 3 is constant, so this is second order derivative. So answer is d2y by dx2 equal to 2. Next example, x raised to 20, obtain second order derivative. solution. Let y equal to x raised to 12. So we have to obtain d2y by dx2, and this is nothing but d by dx of dy by dx. So first find out derivative of y with respect to x, and then again you differentiate it with respect to x. So y equal to this one, so dy by dx 20 into x raised to 19. We have used this formula, d by dx of x raised to n, nx raised to n minus 1. So again differentiate with respect to x. So d2y by dx2, so this is 20 into 19 into x raised to 18, and this multiplication is 20 into 19, so it will be 380 x raised to 80. So this is second order. Similarly, you can also go for higher order derivative. You can also obtain third order derivative. Third order derivative, it is denoted by d3y by dx3. In higher education, you have to evaluate nth order derivative. So it is denoted by dny upon dx, and this is nth order derivative, or yn. Next one, y equal to x into cos x. Question is obtain second order derivative d2y by. So first dy by dx, dy by dx, when we evaluate dy by dx, we have to use product rule, u into v, first into derivative of second plus second into derivative of first. So x as it is, derivative of cos x minus sin x. Now cos x as it is, derivative of x with respect to x is 1. So this is minus x sin x plus cos x. This is first order derivative. So to evaluate second order derivative, again we differentiate. Therefore d2y by dx2, it is nothing but d by dx of dy by dx. So this is nothing but dy by dx, put value of dy by dx, now when we differentiate first term, we have to use u into v form, u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u, but you remember that outside we have minus sign. So x, derivative of sin x, cos x, now sin x as it is, derivative of x with respect to x 1. So this is derivative of minus x sin x, minus as it is, x as it is, derivative of sin x cos x. Now sin x into d by dx of x, that is 1. Now derivative of cos x, so it is minus sin x. So final answer is second order derivative minus x cos x minus sin x minus psi. So simplification is minus 2 sin x. This is d2y by dx, second order derivative. Y equal to log x, evaluate second order derivative or d2y by dx. Solution. So first we will find first order derivative and again we will differentiate it to get second order derivative. So y equal to log x derivative of log x 1 upon x therefore d2y by dx2 it is d by dx of dy by dx. This is 1 upon x. Now 1 upon x can be written as x raised to minus 1. So this is now when we differentiate this, use this formula nx raised to n minus 1, so minus x raised to minus 2, so this is minus 1 upon x square. So thus d2y by dx2 minus 1 upon x square. Y equal to x cube into log x obtain y equal to so when we evaluate first order derivative dy by dx, we have to use product rule u into v form. So u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. So dy by dx u as it is, derivative of log x with respect to x 1 upon x plus now log x as it is, derivative of x cube 3x square. So first we simplify this thing, x cube upon x, so it is x square, 3x square log x, x square plus 3x square log x. This is dy by dx. further simplification is possible. We can take x square common into bracket 1 plus 3 log x. Therefore, d2y by dx2 d by dx of, so this is x square into 1 plus 3 log x. Now again we have to use product rule. Consider this one as u, this one as v, and we have to use u into v form. So u into derivative of v plus v into derivative of u. X square as it is, 1 is constant, so derivative is 0, plus 3 d by dx of log x, 1 upon x. Now 1 plus 3 log x as it is, d by dx of x square, so it is 2x. Now simplification, x square upon x, x, so this is 3x plus 2x into 1 plus 3 log x, or we can take x common, or we simplify. This is 3x, 2x into 1, 2x, 2 into 3, 6x log x, 3x plus 2x, 5x plus 6x log x, or this can be written as, if we take x common, 5 plus 6 log x. So in general, second order derivative d2y by dx2, it is nothing but d by dx of first order derivative dy by dx.